morning, Chuck.
Good morning, Kevin.
As I know you as Chuck Chiaramonte, of course.
Yes.
Port
yes.
Jefferson Yacht Club. And
Well, past Commodore, and I'm the chair for the Village Cup Regatta, which
Really
this
great.
is our 13th year.
you know, it's the time of the year. I was sitting near my pool and I was like, something felt different. There was some brown leaves. You know what I mean? You just feel when fall's coming. But in fact, September 10th is still the summer.
It is.
And we've had some really wonderful days, a little windy, but we've had one year it was canceled, right?
It was canceled. We had terrible weather. There were reports of a tornado in Nassau County, and we had to ask everybody to come back into the harbor.
I was on that one.
Yeah, but we did sail in the harbor, and it was a beautiful sight to see almost 30 sailboats sailing in the harbor.
It's very unique. It's
Yeah.
really excellent. So today we're talking about the Village Cup Regatta, which will be September 10th this year, coming up. And we have some exciting news. I want you to first give us a little history on the regatta, how it started.
It started in 2010. It was the year I was the Commodore. And the club felt that we wanted to do something to give back to the community. We also wanted to put a hand out to the community in fellowship. And we thought if we can come up with an event that could do both, that would be ideal. And so we formed a committee and we came up with the Village Cup Regatta. The idea was to share our love of sailing with the people from Port Jefferson and from the surrounding area, and at the same time raise money for, particularly for pancreatic cancer.
Very worthy cause. Very
Yeah.
worthy. Affects a lot of people we know, unfortunately. That first year, was there a lot of boats? Give me an idea on numbers.
I think we had quite a few boats. We had probably about 26 boats. That year was our first year. We didn't know. We really didn't know what we were doing, and we weren't sure what we'd raise. And I think we raised $34,000, and I know that was more than I guess what was expected at the time. Although my mind, of course, I was looking to try to get to higher numbers. Last year was an unusual year. We raised $107,000, and so far we've given away $750,000.
And I understand this goes to two entities.
Yes.
The Lustgarten Foundation
Right.
and the Palliative Care Unit of Mather Hospital.
Absolutely. It's if you've ever been in a situation, and I have, with a parent, and they're desperately ill at the end of life, and I refer to them as my angels. I mean, you're kind of stumbling along as to how you're supposed to handle it, and it's just such a great system
It
that
is.
they have.
I could think
yeah.
of nothing better. It's
Yeah.
phenomenal. There's been so many great memories in the last time. This will be the which year?
13.
13th year, and that's officially 13th year.
Officially the 13th year.
Okay. So many great memories. We should mention, I think we're getting actor Ralph Macchio back this year.
He's not certain. He has a premiere
Right.
for the new season, which is the day before. He'll be in California for that opening, and he didn't say he couldn't. He wasn't sure, but if he could,
Got to keep it open.
he'll fly back for this event.
Right. I
Yeah.
saw him at the farmers market, and it's so great. Here in Port Jefferson Village, we have this wonderful farmers market, which is literally in the same place that this regatta, after, if you will, dinner will be held and celebration. And he said exactly that. But of course, his wife will be there.
Yeah,
With
Phyllis.
all likelihood, and some of his
Yeah.
family. And it's so great that was he there since the beginning as well, or did that come later on?
No, that came. I think he started maybe in our 5th year. I think it was our 5th year that he began. So he's been with us now. This will be 8 years.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
wonderful. Now, if somebody wants to sail, let's describe. First of all, the boats make a run past the pier in the harbor, which is amazing. They come, they go round circle before they go out to the Sound.
Right, that's the Memorial Parade of Boats, and that's really to honor all those people who have passed from pancreatic cancer. So we have 25 to 30 boats fully dressed. It's a 2-mile long parade. It starts at the stacks, and as the 11 o'clock ferry is leaving, we start down and we come all the way up to the Brookhaven docks and make a left, go in front of the yacht club, and at the pier we have a lone bagpiper playing Amazing Grace, and then we all head out for the start of the race.
So what determines who wins a race? Because I think people think this is a start and a finish, which I guess essentially it is. But when you're out there, you kind of don't know. It's not as simple as a car race.
Right. So there are different boats, and different boats have different speeds.
There you go.
So every boat is given a handicap. So it's possible that I could beat a boat by 3 minutes and actually lose to that boat because I had to give him 4 minutes because
Gotcha.
my boat was that much faster. And there's really only one winner. The winner is going to be the team, either the Village of Port Jefferson or Mather Hospital. And the yacht club is merely facilitating the race to happen. So we donate the boats, the captains, any additional crew that's necessary. And then we take the total scores of all of the boats and add them up, and then we come up with the team with the lowest number.
The lowest number.
Actually wins.
Sort of like golf, including the handicap.
Right, that's right.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So 13 years. What's the
13
score
years.
between the Village and Mather?
Well, we've had I think two. Well, we had the COVID year where we didn't have the race, and then I think we had, at least one that was canceled. So we've had 12 so far. It's 10. I believe it might be. I think the Village is
By
right
one.
now is. I think there's maybe six wins to 4. I believe.
Right.
I'd have to check.
But
that.
we have the last one, the Village.
Yes.
Okay, so Mather's looking to take it back.
That's right.
And there's always some fun competition. I know the mayor and Ralph's wife had an arm wrestle one year.
Yeah.
That was phenomenal. So they go out for, what, it's about 3 to 4 hours, right?
It's not quite that long. The race starts at 1 o'clock. We get out there at about 12. So we have the parade at 11. A lot of people will go back to their mooring. We provide lunch for the people on the boats. Then we go out at about 12:15, and make ready for the start of the race. We want everybody to get back in by 3 to 3:30.
Gotcha.
So we try to come up with a race that's somewhere between an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half. Yeah.
Doable, especially for sailors that haven't sailed before.
Right.
Because I've been with some people that have never sailed before,
Right.
and they get a little
Little bit,
little
sometimes.
bit. But
Little
there's
bit.
always, it's not urgent in terms of how far off the coast. You're not even a quarter mile, right?
Yeah, we're not. Well, we're a little bit more than that.
A
We're
little bit.
probably about 3/4 of a mile.
Okay, up to a mile.
off the shore. Yeah.
Right. So when the boaters get back, the sailors get back, there's a celebration, of
Yeah.
course. You talk about sponsors.
That's right.
I think this year we should say a new sponsor came aboard.
That's right. King O'Rourke.
Yes, King O'Rourke Auto Group out of
Yes.
Smithtown.
Very
who's
generous sponsorship.
very generous, and they were around on a few other events, including the Dog Festival, and they will be on the hill climb. So I think they love Port Jefferson Village,
Right.
and I think they're well behind this cause. You want to mention anybody else?
Well, I'd love to mention who's going to be providing all the food.
Let's do that.
The Curry Club at Cigar,
Very nice.
and
Indu.
also the Meadow Club, same owners.
Yep.
So the two restaurants are going to be supplying all of the food,
Great.
and then we have Enterprise Paving has been with us from the very beginning. There's quite a few, the Elias Corporation and the Onholds have been $10,000 sponsors,
Beautiful.
really, from the beginning.
So the goal would be to match, right? Although you said it was an anomaly, $107,000, but it's
Was,
possible.
yeah.
It's possible.
It's possible. That was an
cautiously
incredible.
optimistic.
Well, that was an incredible year. Prior to that, our highest amount of donations was $72,000. So we jumped to 107. So the fact this year we're starting to get, we thought, we never thought we'd be able to match the 107. So in our mind is, can we beat the 72? And yeah, we're well ahead of the 72. So this is going to be, at the very least, our second greatest year.
Excellent.
Right.
Oh, that's a great way to start. Is there any message for sailors or would-be sailors or folks that are interested in getting on one of these?
It's funny. The first year we had it, and that year we happened to have rough weather. And probably today I would have canceled the race. But it was our first event, and my thought of canceling the race, I just
happen. Yep.
didn't want to have it happen. And I had a woman on my boat, and we had, and I have a fairly big boat. And, I had said to her when it was over, hopefully next year we'll have bluer skies and calmer seas. And she said to me, "Are you kidding? When I saw your bow go completely under the water, I thought to myself, this is the most exciting day of my life."
Yeah.
So it's great to see, you know, we've been sailing for a long time, but to see it through the eyes of people who are seeing it for the first time.
Excellent.
But generally, that doesn't happen. It's a pretty serene day, and it's a nice, comfortable day on the water.
So at the very least, the folks that can watch this are going out to the pier where the Seawolf is, see the parade of boats,
Right.
right? And then possibly participate on a boat as a sailor. And then, of course, they can give, they can donate. Anybody can donate.
They can donate. They can come. They can get a ticket to the skipper's
there you go.
reception. That's $50, and with that, you're getting, you know, the free food. We have hopefully Ralph Macchio will
Great
be
prizes.
there. Great prizes.
Music.
You know, Port Jeff Brewery has been donating
Yep.
the beer every year. They could, for $50, they can be on a spectator boat, and they can come out and see the start of the race.
Oh, there you go. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
They will also see a few cars we're going to have on display. Maybe something
yeah.
really spectacular. 2022 cars by King O'Rourke. Thank you again, King O'Rourke. Visit all the other sponsors. Eat camaraderie. It's just amazing. I've been to many of them, at least 5, and it's been great. So we welcome everybody to come out and participate and actually support this cause. The 2022 Regatta, Village Cup Regatta. Right now, Port Jefferson has the cup. I know the mayor covets that cup, keeps it in her office, and she don't want to give it up, so we'll see the competition heat up again. I want to thank you for joining us, Chuck.
Thank you, Kevin, for having me.
Absolutely, and I'll see you out in the seas.
Yes.